Hey guys, welcome back to Nerd Doctors. Today we got a special guest co-host. Griff's on vacation, and we got our buddy Kenny here. Um, he's doing us the great favor of, joining us today so I don't have to do this alone. And we're going to be reviewing episode 5 of Secret Invasion for you guys today.
I just wanted to first off say thanks for having me on. I hope Griffin's out there enjoying his vacation. Thanks for putting the trust in me this week, guys. And guess we'll jump into what I'm here for today, which is Secret Invasion Episode 5. I have been watching your videos, Edward. I do have to say, up until this point, I have felt like the series was really good, but I did feel like this episode specifically, and I'm not sure why, they slowed down the pace, and it kind of hit me after the end of the last episode in a way that I wasn't expecting because I thought they would go kind of balls to the walls with this one and just go all out with anticipation for the finale next week. But it was really slow and it kind of caught me off guard because I was not expecting that.
It's funny that you say that because this one, although it's not my favorite. Um, Actually, only the first episode has really caught my attention. The second and third were really, really slow. They almost to the point where I said in our past videos, they bored the hell out of me. The fourth episode, although it wasn't great, wasn't as slow as the other ones. This one I thought picked things a little bit up. Um, Not as much as I would like. I mean, it ends next week, so I will agree with Kenny on the fact that I was expecting a lot more. These last two episodes were really short compared to the first ones. Um, I don't know why they made the decision to go, very short episodes with these two. Hopefully, what I'm thinking is next week's episode is like an hour and 30 minutes, maybe. Otherwise, I just don't see how in the hell they're going to end this.
Yeah, I agree with that because I was really hoping, like I said, that after last week, because that action sequence at the very end was really intense. And then this week just kind of like it really brought things back. So unless you're right, Edward, that next week's like an hour and a half and it's just a really solid like conclusion to this story where they just go all out, I'm not really sure where it goes from here because they kind of set some things up, but they didn't do as much in this episode as I thought they would do for the finale setup, and that kind of took me out of it a bit, especially after the quick pace of episode 4.
Yeah, what worries me is that, if next week's episode's only 30 minutes, I'm sure they can find a way to, tie things up in 30 minutes, but in past experience with other shows and things like that, 30 minutes to tie all the loose ends up, it's going to be a bit rushed. And what I'm afraid is we're going to be left thinking, well, what the hell happened with this character and what was the point of this? And that's what I'm afraid of. This episode, I was able to enjoy it a bit more than I have the previous two. But I have the concerns that Kenny has as far as what we're walking into next week, unless there's like some sort of cliffhanger and they're planning a season two, which I don't think.
I'll touch on that point without saying any spoilers because I know you guys haven't said too many spoilers so far. I really don't want um I want a universe cliffhanger, but not a show cliffhanger, if that makes sense. Like something that MCU fans can hook onto if they haven't watched the show, but not necessarily something that you have to watch this specific show to understand what comes next. Because I think that's where Marvel's kind of becoming a bit too convoluted with shows and movies and other things. They're just trying to do too much, and it's almost too hard to watch it all at this point.
Yeah, I'll agree. So, this was quick for my end, guys. My final thoughts on the episode were I enjoyed it more. But I am concerned for episode 6, which is the final episode. I have a lot of questions that are still unanswered. And we'll see. I hope to God it's not 30 minutes because if it's 30 minutes, I really doubt I'm gonna walk out of there enjoying it. But for this one, those are my thoughts on it. I don't know if Kenny wants to add anything else.
No, I agree. I hope that this season finale is the longest episode yet. Go an hour and 15 minutes, and just go all out with the best conclusion you can do, and set up the next phase of the MCU. But don't do anything that makes fans feel like they have to watch this. They want to choose to. That's great. If not, let them just pass this one and go on to the next thing.
Yeah, I love that. I absolutely agree with that. Make us feel like, the slow episodes were worth the wait. Thanks guys for watching. Thanks Kenny for joining us. Guys, Kenny's got a great blog that, he also does movie reviews and series reviews and comic reviews. So if you have a chance, please give him a shout out, give it a try, read his stuff, and let us know what you think.
Thanks for having me, man.